What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for stopping by Mega Rock. What's going on, Soul Eaters, Saltiest Gaming, all y'all? What's going on? What's going on? How's everything looking? How's everything looking on the screen here? How's everything looking on the screen? We looking good? We feeling good? All that good stuff? I hope everything looks good, man. Everything looks good on my part right here. So how's everybody doing, man? Let's see here. Mega Rock says, let's start off the stream by mentioning Bowsette. I mean, Bowsette. Bowsette. I mean, y'all weeaboos over here acting crazy. I mean, what about Bowsette? We talked about her last night for real quick. I mean, it's a cool little thing, I guess. What's going on, Avedon? Thanks for stopping by. You're dropping in and out. Dropping in and out. Dropping in and out. I don't know. I don't know what dropping in and out means, but let me know. I think everything looks good on my part. I don't have any drop frames, none of that stuff. So, either way, thank y'all for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. Let's just talk about some real quick things like I mentioned at the beginning. At the beginning, what would you think of a live-action Dragon Ball Z movie series? I mean, we already got that. It's called Dragon Ball Evolution, and it was terrible. So, how do I think about it? You know, I don't think too much about it. I don't think too much about it. So I have no clue what's going on here. I can't see the chat. So either way, we're just going to keep talking here. My Google Chrome just went ahead and said not responding. So either way, give me just a second here, guys. Give me just 1 second. Hold on. Technical difficulties again. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, so I can see the chat here. So anyway, let me see what everybody's saying in the chat. No one says hi in here. Sorry, Salt. I meant that your sound was cutting in and out from last time. Well, we're good to go. Everybody say hi to Saltiest Gaming. Imagine they use special effects similar to the MCU special effects. Salt says, y'all are some stuck up Nintendo people. Hey, everybody say hi. Be nice in the chat. Be nice in the community. It's not that hard to say hello. How you doing? But either way. So I just want to talk about real quick what's going on with the channel, what's going on with Nicktendo Direct Now. I like doing this sort of format with me going live and talking to you guys about certain news. But what I want to do with it more is turn this more into a live show. So if you guys have like ever watched ESPN or any news channel really, but if you've ever watched ESPN, like the shows like Pardon the Interruptions, Around the Horn, things like that, I want to do something more integrative like that with scene changes, this and that, and different actual segments. So down the road, that's what we're gonna do with Nicktendo Direct Now, is we're gonna have different segments. You know, we're not gonna do anything undisputed with Nick and Avedon. I mean, maybe, but do more of, you know, just different scenes and different segments. That way, it keeps it fresh, and we have different segments going here and there. Always not just me in front of the camera talking to you guys. I think that would probably be best if we kind of change the format a little bit, because like I said, I enjoy doing this, but it gets kind of bland just sitting in front and you guys looking at me and looking at my face and we're just talking here. So I kind of want to make it more entertaining, at least for people who click on it. Yeah, exactly. Avedon says on-screen reader, at least for people who click on it later down the road, right? Because if somebody is just Google searching or YouTube searching, they click on the video, they see how long it is, they're not going to stay very long unless it's something worth staying longer for, right? So I'm going to try to integrate it more, have the intro pop in, have a segment come in, we talk about the segment, have another segment come in, we talk about the segment, and just keep it rolling for 30 minutes, be done with it, sort of like a TV show. I think that'll be the best way to go, working on the segments and segment ideas. So if anybody has segment ideas that you would like to see, let me know in the Discord, all that stuff, let me know on Twitter, everything like that. And that's pretty much what we're going to go with this. So just wanted to give you guys the 411 on there. Also to everyone, we're still doing the 12-month Nintendo Switch Online giveaway, but as you can see on here, there is a goal for it. We want to hit 800 subscribers before we get to giving that away. I don't think that is too hard to reach within the next few days. So everybody share this out. Let everybody know we're going to give away a year's worth of Nintendo Switch Online once we hit 800 subs. And that leaves me to this last announcement, and that is this. Tonight, well, the game Arena of Valor came out today. I've already been playing it. Tonight, we're going to be playing Arena of Valor. We're going to be streaming here on YouTube. We're not going to go to Twitch. Here on YouTube. So, Arena of Valor later tonight, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. That will be here on the channel. We're going to be streaming that with everybody. We got a guild going on. If you like MOBAs, it's a perfect game to introduce you to MOBAs. It's a great game. I absolutely love it. It's going to be one of my favorite games to play throughout the rest of the year. That much is for sure. So, tonight, Arena of Valor on the channel. Everybody, there you go. So those are the announcements. So let's go ahead and get into what I like to call the quick hitter news of the day. And this isn't really news from today. Let's just be honest. This happened over the weekend. And that is this. Sony will now step away from the handheld business. And they're going to step away in 2019, leaving Nintendo the lone contender and the lone competitor in the handheld business. So rip Sony Vita. I know that on Avedon's podcast, we talked about this. I mean, it was pretty funny. And we talked about how the the Wii U was did better than the Vita, and everybody had an argument about that. But it just goes to show. I mean, I think the Vita could have done well, but I just think Sony's more so of a console company, and I think they tried their hand in competing with Nintendo, but I guess they just saw that they couldn't. I mean, the DS was kicking its butt, and I mean, and the DS and the 3DS and the 2DS, all that stuff was kicking its butt, and then the Switch comes out and bodies it, and the Switch is now a hybrid sort of deal, handheld and docking console. So Sony drops out. So I mean, is it sad? Are you guys sad? I'm not necessarily sad about the news. Honestly, I'm not. I never had a Vita. Didn't get a Vita. The Vita never really interests me. I had a 3DS, a DS, Game Boy Advance, all that. That was what I was rolling with. So that news didn't make me sad, as much people were. A lot of people were kind of sad about it. But hey, Sony pulled out, and they rightfully so should have pulled out because it wasn't doing very well. And let Nintendo just run it. Let Nintendo run it. You worry about the consoles, and you compete with Xbox in the console realm. Let Nintendo run that handheld realm. So there we go. Like I said, that wasn't, news from today. But we talked about this over the weekend a little bit, and I wanted to kind of talk about it now. I didn't get to do a full episode yesterday. Like I said, my kids were, my son was in the hospital. We had to talk to him. We had to take him to the doctor, and so that's why we did a short episode yesterday. So now we're back here. Let's see here. Sebastian Clark, what's going on? Appreciate you for stopping by. Edward says Wii U sucks, you're lying, and he says I hate their Sony memory cards. Fair enough. Sebastian Clark says I noticed a lot of Vita games are getting Switch ports like East 8. Exactly. What are your expectations for Metroid Prime 4? My expectations for Metroid Prime 4 Mega Rock is that we will not get that. It will not be announced this year. Like if we get a sort of November Direct, that won't be announced there. What's going on, Blanco? Appreciate you for stopping by. I don't think Metroid Prime will be announced this year. I think it'll, much like Smash was this year, it'll be announced in March, and it will be a late 2019 holiday release. And that'll just end Nintendo's already stacked 2019 first party lineup. So that's what I think there, because we're already getting Animal Crossing, Daemon Machina X. I mean, there's a bunch more, Town possibly. So I think my expectations for Metroid Prime will be next year, next holiday, next winter. And I think it's going to do very well. I think they're going to figure out a way to sort of put Metroid Prime on steroids and just do it well. That's what I think. And I can't wait for it. So either way, let's move on to the next quick hitter news. Steins Gate. If you guys are anime fans, Steins Gate is getting a game. We finally have a release date for that one. It is February 19th, 2019. Of course, that's in North America. Here, I was not a big fan of, let me put it this way. Steins Gate confuses me, bruh. I've watched it, and it confuses the crap out of me. Bad latency, what's going on? TG Lopez, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Steins Gate is an anime that confuses me, dude. It really does. It really confuses me. And I've tried, and I keep watching it, and I still don't get it. And that's That's just me. But either way, there's a game coming out on the Nintendo Switch, on the PS4, and on the same day, fans will be able to purchase the limited edition, which includes, let's see here, on the Switch, it comes with an exclusive 8-bit version. I don't know what that is, and that seems pretty interesting. I saw the trailer for it. It looks cool. So there you go for Nintendo Switch owners. Go ahead and get the Steins Gate game. It comes with an 8-bit thing for that. And there you go. Let's see here. Next bit of news. So this is kind of big. And I'll go ahead and save that towards the end. Let's go ahead and move that towards the end of there, because I'm not going to talk about that now. I was going to talk about that, but this is kind of big. So let's go with these quick hits right here. Nintendo registers new trademarks for games. In current games that are going to come out. Let's start with the ones that we already know about. The ones that we already know about: Super Mario Bros., Yoshi's Crafted World, Kirby's Epic Yarn. They registered for trademarks for that. But the ones that I want to talk about, and one that I'm really, really excited for, is this one. And that is Elite Beat Agents, Rhythm Heaven, Disaster Day of Crisis. Elite Beat Agents was a DS game, and Rhythm Heaven was a DS, and then they had a sequel on the Wii. And let me tell you something about Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven, I believe, is an absolute 100% underrated game. Salt, if you're still in the chat, what was that game you were telling me about that was more of a musical rhythmic game that you got? Rhythm Heaven is similar to that one. What you explained to me, at least what you explained to me, was similar to that one. And Rhythm Heaven is one of those games on the DS that I absolutely loved. I mean, the fact that you had to have rhythm and have rhythmic clues, and you use the stylus and you use different buttons, and then when it came to the Wii U, you had to move up and down, all this stuff. It was one of the dopest games. One of the dopest games. And the fact that they have registered for a trademark for those 3 games, and for me specifically Rhythm Heaven, means that I hope to see Rhythm Heaven on the Switch soon. And I don't want it to be a port. I want it to be a new game. It's not too much to ask. But Rhythm Heaven is one of the dopest games on the DS. And I cannot wait. Let's hope that there is a Switch game down the works. That's what I want. And that, quite frankly, is what I need. I need so much of this. All right, and so let's go ahead and get into this news. This news came out yesterday. I didn't get to talk about it because, like I said, I got here a little bit late. I mentioned in a few streams ago that there was a game on the GameCube that I absolutely loved. It was called Baten Kaitos. Baten Kaitos was a JRPG card turn-based. Lopez says, let's see here. Lopez has never tried Rhythm Heaven before. Dude, you need to. You really do. It is absolute fun. It really is so much fun, man. And Megarat says you're way better around without Alan the Nerd. Hey, man. Look, I appreciate it. So, as I mentioned, Baten Kaitos. There was a game that I played on the Nintendo GameCube all the time when I was younger. Baten Kaitos. It was a card. It was a weird card collecting turn-based RPG, right? And it was based on your cards and stuff like that. And that was your abilities. You had to find cards, you could level up and earn cards, stuff like that. The game was dope. And so this is something I didn't know, because this is where my ignorance of knowing everything in the gaming community or everything about gaming history. But I did not know that the artist and one of the main creators was also involved with Xenoblade Chronicles. I did not know that. And so what's his name here? If I can pronounce this, Yasuyuki Hone. There you go. Was working in Xenoblade Chronicles, and he mentioned that now that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 development has commenced on its expansions, he would like to work on Baten Kaitos 3. He said that when he was working on Baten Kaitos, they went ahead and put that Baten Kaitos 3, Namco put that to the side, which is now Bandai Namco, but Namco put that to the side, and he was asked to work on some other games. He says right now he would love for this game to be released, and his quote was exactly this: Bandai Namco still has a lot of my planned work that's been sealed away. For those of you requesting a sequel, don't just ask Monolith Soft and myself, but Bandai Namco as well. So there you go. This is something I absolutely want. I want this. I want this so much. You guys don't understand. So, Baten Kaito 3. Make it happen, people. Make it happen. I need this. Make it happen for me. If you guys like me so much, let's make this happen. Bother the crap out of them. Let's make it happen. I need this. Let's see here. TG Listeners says, I'll add that to my library. LO. Then need to get into Castlevania. Castlevania is one you do need to get into as well. Since Rhythm Heaven coming to the Switch, I'll give it a try. We don't know if it's coming for sure, but we do know that they filed a trademark, which means more than likely it's coming to the Switch or 3DS, whichever one. What are some of your guilty pleasure movies? I'll get into that one later. Save that one for later at the end when we do the Q&A. Save that one for later and remind me. I'll answer that question. Fake Mate says, I want Xenoverse 3. Sebastian Clark says, why not just make a new card turn-based RPG? Fair enough. But I think there's something about the story of Baten Kaitos and the charm of Baten Kaitos that people absolutely loved and revered. I don't think another one would do as well. I think Baten Kaitos is one of those legendary names. Like when you hear the name of certain games, like you hear Tales, you think of the Tales series. Like no one wants a new game like that. When you think of the word Xenoverse or Xenoblade, you think of that whole universe. Baten Kaitos, I think is one of those revered games. Like when you hear the name, you think about that game, and I think getting a new one would sort of just, I don't think a new I don't think a new card turn-based RPG would work out. I think Baten Kaitos needs to be the one. It just has the name there, and I think it's there. So, Baten Kaitos, let's make it happen, y'all. Stitch says the Mario Bros. Movie is one of his guilty pleasures. There you go. So, let's go ahead and get into this news right here. Thanks to the homie Ed for posting this in the Discord. Ed, you're the man. Appreciate you, bro. So apparently people have getting into eShop JavaScript and finding things. A Clear Devil or Kev Doy put the link on Twitter if I can find the tweet. But either way, somebody had been doing some. I found the tweet right here. Let me just link this tweet for you guys. That way you can see this. That way you guys know I'm not lying. So there's the tweet link. Oh, it's too big. Hold on. The link was too big. So either way, I can't put that in there because apparently I can't put that in there. But either way, but what I will do is I'll post the article. How about that? That'll make this thing easier for you guys. So here's the article right here. So either way, somebody was over here data mining, going through the JavaScript, all that stuff, and apparently there are references to Virtual Console and the Nintendo eShop JavaScript. Now, does that mean we're gonna get Virtual Console? I don't know. They've already just. Reggie said that, look, the replacement for Virtual Console is going to be the Nintendo Switch Online. But what I do think this is they just needed familiarity for data. What I also think this means is that possibly with this referencing, like there's references to Super NES, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, DS. What I do think is that we're not just going to have NES games for Nintendo Switch Online. It's going to have to improve to Super Nintendo games and Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games and all that stuff. And Nintendo 64, and I think that's what's going to happen. Classic N64 games, I think, is what's going to happen. I think that's what these are referencing for. I think these are placeholders for what is to come in the future. Yellow Kazoo, what's going on? Appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you so much. Let's see. Mega Rock says there's a museum for that movie. Mine would be Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 was a decent movie. I think it's just a placeholder. It also references the iOS and the Android. Yes, Sebastian, exactly. I think it's just a placeholder for what is to come. And quite frankly, I think that needs to happen for Nintendo Switch Online. I think NES games is cool. It's cool to open it up. It's cool to see the library of NES games. But let's be honest, these NES games are okay. They're going to improve them. Yes, they're going to bring us more. Cool. But I think they need to have more platforms. That's just my opinion. I think we will get more platforms. But there you go. So that's the news there. Virtual Console dead. Maybe not, but maybe it's going to have a new name, Nintendo Switch Online. So let's go ahead and move on to this news. Abaddon says cloud saves hold up to 6 months. There you go. Bad latency, I think they just used an existing template for their backend. Possible. And Sebastian Clark says, I feel Virtual Console could coexist with NSO. It could. It's just all depending on Nintendo. I think that they're so focused on the NSO. I think that it's going to get integrated to NSO. That's me personally. I think that would be the wiser choice. and it would give us more bang for our buck in the end anyway. We're paying for this. I don't know how I would do that. So let's go ahead and talk about this. And this is, once again, older news, but I didn't get to do this yesterday. So apparently Super Mario Party does not support handheld mode or pro controllers. So, and I find this one odd. I really do. Because it's just gonna have Joy-Con support, right? So no handheld mode, no two docks, just Joy-Con support. So just for Joy-Cons, and most people have Joy-Cons, whatever. But I find this one odd. It just, wouldn't you want that to be part of the charm of the game, is to bring it on the go and have it in handheld mode? I know tabletop mode will still work. I mean, they did advertise it that you can link your switches together, all that stuff. Yes, tabletop mode will work. Exactly, because she says no pro controller would make sense. No handheld mode. Yes. I do think it's dumb. I do think that's weird, especially if you want to play online and you want to play handheld sitting on your couch. Now you can't do that. You gotta plug it into your TV. Like, it's just odd to me. It's just odd. Should I introduce my younger cousins to Dragon Ball Z? Yes, you should. That one is a classic. Yes, you should. 100%. Edwin Orton says, I disable the gyro stuff when I play top 100 Super Mario Party for 3DS. Let's see here. I mean, it's a Mario Party game, and most of the mini games need motion controls. They did say the Pro Controller was not supported. Hey, fair enough. But you can still motion and use gyro controls handheld. The tabletop does work. Remember, when you could link remember when they showed specifically, you could link your Switch screens together to create a bigger board. It was pretty interesting. But I just found that one odd as far as handheld mode, because yes, as Lopez says, they did mention that they have motion controls. Fair enough. So the Pro Controller, no. But handheld mode, I mean, come on. That's my take on it. But regardless, I just found that one odd. I really did. I found that one odd, and I feel like they would have made a way, but they didn't. See here, in those mini games, it's not mandatory to use gyro. See, Edward says there, not many people would like to play by themselves. I mean, true, especially, but when you're playing online, doing the mini games online, you're not trying to play by yourself. You're playing online, and so you would play that handheld. TG, it's just weird. It's just weird to let down. But regardless, the game's gonna come out. I'm still gonna get it because I'm gonna play it with my family. I just found that one. But let's go ahead and get into this news. I found this news. This is still Mario Party related. So apparently, I don't know, somebody found, and this person listed a leaked copy, a leaked cartridge of Super Mario Party on eBay, and it sold, and the listing ended for $7,100 is what the listing ended at. The listing ended at $7,100 for a leaked early copy of Super Mario Party that works. And if you can see that, I'll go ahead and link you guys with the article here. It's nuts. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. There's a link right there. So apparently, like, there's a picture of the cartridge. They're holding it in their hand, and they're saying, "Oh, it's a little bit damaged. It still works." I found it at a quote unquote airport. Yes, they found it at an airport. Okay, now here's my take on this. I don't know if it's fake. It could be fake, but here's my take on this. This person is selling this out of Seattle. We all know Nintendo of America is where? Seattle. So either this person works for Nintendo Seattle, somehow got their hands on it, it got damaged, they wanted to sell it, or they really did find somebody from Nintendo Seattle's cartridge and now they're trying to sell it. That's your only two options if it's real. And whoever spent the $7,100 is gonna find out real quick if it's real or not. I just think it's ridiculous. They even have a video here showing that it works. Here it is, all that stuff. You can see all of it in that link. It is ridiculous. What are you guys saying here? I bet it's fake, sketchy, airport, LOL. Because it feels just like that to me. I'm gonna need proof. Fake mate says, because he says, wait, I want to see this. There's the link. She says she wants it. Sebastian Clark says, I bet a news outlet got it since they didn't get the game through Nintendo. There's no embargo, and they can make the money back since they will be the first to cover it. So maybe someone rich bought. Hey, fair enough. That could be possible. Yeah, that is just stupid. I mean, come on, it's coming next week. I mean, for real. But so that's my take on it, though. It's like, so where did it come from? It is easy money, fake me. But where did it come from? How can you find a Mario Party game at an airport? Well, I mean, I'm saying they found it in Seattle. I mean, things are starting to link up, right? Things are starting to come together to make sense. Like, they found it in Seattle. They found it at an airport in Seattle. Nintendo of America is in Seattle. So like I said, there's only two possibilities. The person is from Seattle. The person that is selling this either works for Nintendo of America and is selling it, or found it because somebody from Nintendo of America dropped it. It's that simple. It's that simple. I want to see if it's legit too. You know what I mean? I really want to see that. I do. I just found that mind-blowing that somebody and it sold for $7,100. 81 bids on the thing. 81 bids. 81 bids, man. Like somebody, you know, somebody rich had to cop that. Somebody rich had to cop that. Watch out for the Nintendo ninjas. Bill Trennan dropped it. Bad Lazy says the people who sold it posted video of them playing it off the cart. It's legit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We saw that. You see the video there. You see the video there. So it's got to be legit. And so those two scenarios make perfect sense. Seattle, Nintendo of America, it all makes sense together. So whoever paid $7,100, congratulations to them. You're out $700. That is a car. That is a car, people. Nintendo bought it back. Plot twist. You never know. Hey, you never know. They could have caught wind of it and said, "Hey, buy it back. Buy it back. We can't let people have this." But congratulations to the person who came up on $7,100. Like I said, that is a car. That is a used car that you could buy with that. Party, you better be worth it. Right. My all-time favorite game is Super Mario Brothers Wii. Yes, that is a good one, man. I remember Xbox paid off a guy a lot of money because they sent him an Xbox One prototype a year before release. They did do that. Remember that time that person who had the early, what was it, the iPhone 7 and left it at the bar? And they had to pay the man to get it back? Apple did, because they weren't supposed to have it? Remember that? I remember that. That was crazy. That was crazy. But either way, I can't see how many people's watching right now, so somebody in the chat let me know, because I have not been able to actually see, because I can't look at the actual thing. I could click here and find out. Since we got 9 people watching, so either way, appreciate y'all for stopping by. Anybody have any questions before we get out of here? Like a sort of just wacky. We'll call this the wacky question segment. I don't know what we're gonna call this, but if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in there. We'll answer them, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. I'll go ahead and read the chat here. Figment says he'll be able to buy the game when it comes out. Reggie shows up in a ninja suit and cuts the soldier's head off with a master sword. Possibly. Hey, don't put it by him. Mega Rock says that was probably the game I spent the most time on, and the completing is Super Mario Brothers Wii. Solier says 11. We got 11 people in here. Either way, everybody hit that like button. If you haven't, I don't know. Do I lift? No, haven't lifted in a while. Probably should. I don't lift. It could be a troll too. There's been a big problem with eBay. You can make bids without having a verified method of payment. I mean, yes, that's also true. That's also true. But either way, Mega Rock, you asked what was my guilty pleasure movie that I shouldn't be watching. My best guilty pleasure movie. I don't watch a whole lot of movies, so I don't know. I really don't know. Bad pleasure. Let's just say that the Mario movie. I will watch Super Mario Brothers, even though it's terrible. I will watch it when it comes on. I will do that. So, Fake Mate says, "What is one game you like to play when no one is around?" I don't know, man. That's another good one, man. I don't know. That's a good question. I think, what's a game I like to play when no one is around? So pretty much a game that you put in, you're like, oh no, I don't want to play this when nobody's around. Oh my gosh. I don't know, because there's not a lot of games out there that I would play like that. Most of the games I know people know I like playing. Solier says, would you like to play Paladins later? I don't know about Paladins. We are doing Arena of Valor later at 8 o'clock Central. For sure. That will be happening on this channel. So everybody tune in for that. I do. Fake Make says GTA Strip Club. There you go. There you go. Oh man. That would be one. I don't really like playing GTA a whole lot. Super Andrew says mine is Hamataro for the Game Boy. There you go. It's a fun game. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot, man. I really don't. That's kind of the funny thing. I don't have a whole lot of games. It's like, hey, let me play this when nobody's around. That's just not something I do. Most of the time I play games because I like them. And that's it. Busby. Oh, Busby was a good game though. For me at least. It was a great game. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely did. I played that a lot with my cousin. So Busby is one that I'm not ashamed to say that I enjoyed playing back then. Now maybe now, I don't know. Maybe now it might be a little crappy and buggy, but then I loved it. So let's see here. I like to follow players in GT Online and see for their cars. You're that guy, huh, Ed? That's you? You're that guy, huh? That's funny, man. That is hilarious. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and roll this thing out, get out of here. Let me just go ahead and plug some things before we hop out, everybody. You guys see the links in the description box, how to support the channel, whether that's checking out the merch, becoming a Patreon, donations, all that stuff. Check out those links. We will be doing a giveaway. For a year worth of Nintendo Switch Online. There's a code for it for a year, but we will be doing that at the 800 mark subscriber giveaway. So once we get there, we will do that giveaway. So if you're watching, you're lurking, whatever, hit that subscribe button, keep tuning in. You'll win. You can have a chance to win a year of Nintendo Switch Online. Once again, links in the description. Check those out, how to support the channel. There is a merch. So if you want to get maybe just a shirt, just a stunt, some Nicktendo Direct merch, that's there as well. 17. We're almost there, for real. We're almost there. And so, let's see here. Mega Rock says, this one time on iMovie, I made a laughably bad AMV with Goku singing the campfire song. Oh my gosh. If that would be a guilty pleasure. That would be a movie that I don't want to watch. Dragon Ball Evolution. I have watched that multiple times, even though no matter how bad it is, I still watch it, hoping it gets better. Hoping that this could not be it, and hoping that this could not be a real thing, and hoping it gets better, but it never does. It never does. Oh man, so either way, like I said, later today, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing an Arena of Valor. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a game that came out today on the Switch, and it is free. So if you'd like to join in, download it on the Switch. It is a MOBA. If you don't like MOBAs, check it out anyway. If you like MOBAs, hop on in. We'll get you in here. We're going to try to get a group. We're going to try rolling on Arena of Valor. That is at 8 p.m. We're going to do that. Stitch says puke, but whatever. Either way, thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. This was actually fun. It wasn't rushed. We got to do this. Six Pass, what's going on? It says, found your channel through a friend. I like this format, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Six Pass TG. Appreciate you too, bro. Corey says, I just got here. It's all good. Thank you for that sub. Like I said, we're going to get, as we get more subs, 800 is the point that we get. 800 is the point. But yes, Six Pass, welcome to the crew. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the squad. Everybody, welcome him here. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Appreciate you. Like I said, later tonight in about 2 hours, Arena of Valor. I'll see you guys later, guys. Appreciate y'all.